It's Friday. It is August the 25th in the year of our Lord Steve the Cat 2023. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm broadcasting live from Site B here on a foggy 65 degrees and rainy day. And if you don't recognize my voice by now, it is I, the OGGM, your humble guide to the victims of the OGL wars. Every Friday, we check up on all the other individual companies who said they were going to do things after January 2023 and where we stand with any of them, ranging from one D&D all the way through Tales from the Valiant, and of course, the current winner of the January 2023 OGL wars, Kelsey Dion's Shadowdark, which is doing a lot of stuff in the independent market. So first off, of course, let's just start with the king, the reigning champ, Dungeons and Dragons. Hey, Wizards of the Coast, has anything changed with your plans for one D&D Dungeons and Dragons 2024/6th edition since last week? And all the weird stuff with AI art and now the Baldur's Gate Fendelver nonsense. Nope. No new news. No new news. We do have some news regarding Fendelver, which we'll cover in a separate topic. But in regards to the status, fate of whatever it is we're going to see in 2024 and when we're going to see it, no new news. Rather, they would just kind of have us know that they're constantly changing things, and then they change things again, and they're just sort of keeping all their, they're playing their cards behind their back. We really don't know what their plans are for 2024. And every time one of their members open their mouths, it just pollutes the waters even worse, and we're left just being both frustrated and angry. I guess some people are excited. I think most of us, though, are just exhausted with the whole nonsense. So, yeah, moving on to Green Ronin. As you remember, Green Ronin announced Age 2nd Edition and a mysterious new game that they'd been working on. We haven't heard anything about the mysterious new game since then, and there hasn't been any updates regarding Age 2nd Edition since July. Late July, early August. So I don't know what's going on with Green Ronin. We do know that this mysterious game that they're working on exists. We do know it has nothing to do with any of the products they've worked on in the past. So they've worked on something called the 5th Season RPG. Does anybody remember that? It was pre-ordered / play tested / kickstarted in, there's no date here. But other than that, I don't have any information about it. It was kickstarted. The Kickstarter ended. Don't have a date and when it ended on here. So, yeah, so maybe that's the system it's going to be on. I don't know. They've also made stuff for, Dragon Age, Freeport, Mutants and Masterminds, Blue Rose, The Expanse. But they definitely want us to know that none of the games that I've mentioned are games that are part of the future product. So I guess it's either going to be Traveler, because they did make some stuff for Traveler, Savage Worlds, because they did make some stuff for Savage Worlds, or whatever this new thing is. But right now, the latest update from them, yeah. Matt Colville announced that he was going to make a game. Apparently, that game has been play tested. It is a combination of 4th edition, 5th edition, and some other stuff. It is getting good reviews by the people who have seen it. They play it on Matt Colville's other channel. They talk about it on Matt Colville's other channel. Right now, it's just called Cinematic Fantasy Adventures. I don't know if that'll be its final name. But as regards to actual information regarding it, nothing on the website. The website has not been updated in quite a while. But we do know he is working on something. We just don't know a lot about it. The reviews, the articles are all like, it's movement. Movement and the movement mechanic is a very important thing. It's very crunchy so far, so very much influenced by 4th edition, it feels like. So we'll see what goes on with that. I think that one people are kind of excited about. C7D20, still no updates. Still know nothing about C7D20 other than it's coming. And finally, Tales from the Valiant. Tales from the Valiant was kickstarted. It's done. It's out there. They're taking pre-orders. The alpha release PDF is available for $20. We don't know how different the alpha release and the final product will be. I guess they're up to the 5th play test. Just came out. It was about monsters. If they sent you it, you would have gotten it by now. If they didn't send it to you, it'll be available on the site under resources probably today, if not next week. Wasn't really anything interesting. It was just, information on monsters and monster attacks and monsters' abilities and typical monster stuff. Nothing really out of the ordinary. Right now, Tales from the Valiant is just sort of looking like a slightly more powerful, if that is possible, version of 5e. Definitely more comic booky in the field, with just the more things you can do and the more ways you can do them and the more powers available to you at a low level to make you feel powerful. Which, of course, just, the power creep of 5e already is just ridiculous. So making that even bigger and more is just like, okay, why would I even worry about getting to 10th level when, at 8th level, I'm taking out gods? I would just multi-class and a bunch of stuff. I mean, the last 5e game I played, I multi-classed like at least once, if not twice, just because it was like, well, there's really no reason for me to level up in this class anymore. I'm already doing, 10d6 plus whatever. I'll add a second class so I can make that 10d6 plus whatever even more effective. So, yeah, nothing new from Tales from the Valiant, which I guess leaves us where we started. Kelsey D owns Shadowdark. Tons of stuff is being made for Shadowdark in the independent market. People are just, spitting out new adventures, new supplements, new races, new classes. They are taking Kelsey's Shadowdark and running with it. It is the flavor of the month right now. How long that popularity will last, I don't know. Kelsey at least is not resting on her laurels. She's constantly out there. She's constantly interviewing. She's constantly talking about it. Take nothing away from my friend. She knows how to work the system the right way. Even if you hate her, even if you hate Shadowdark, you cannot hate the gumption and energy this woman invests in making sure people know her product is out there, supporting people who are making product for her product, and generally keeping her face and name in people's minds and in people's industries. So when she does do something again, she's already built up that backlog of good faith and respectability. And the people look at her and go, this is somebody who does what she says she's going to do and supports other people who are working on the same project. So again, hats off to Kelsey. As of now, she is still the only winner out of the 2023 OGL Wars, except for you. You, my friends, you're all winners because you get to hear me talk about it every week. You get to hear the frustration in my voice. You get to hear my indignation at Wizards and stuff like that. So there you go. What does that mean for the future of our hobby in Q2 as we go into Q3 and the end of the year with the holidays just around the corner? Don't know. Oh, yes, dude. No, 100% crab. You are correct. All the bad press Kelsey has received, especially from certain gentlemen in the industry, was 100% jealousy about her success and 100% because of her gender. How dare a girl be more successful in the hobby than I have been? Who is this girl? Where did she come from? This girl. Why isn't she dating me? This girl. How dare this girl make a D&D TTRPG product? I mean, people are like, she's no one. She came out of nowhere. She's a flash in the pan. You only voted for her because she has titties. It's like, no. Do your research. Her resume, she's earned it. And the work she did on Shadowdark, so yeah, dude, I totally agree. 99% of all the negative stuff she got was because of her gender and because of her success. And that's it. It was just sour beans. It was just people going, I mean, even people who were supporting her turned on her and were totally freaking hypocrites when they saw how successful she was getting. And then the whole, oh, she paid for an ad. She paid for a review. Who the fuck doesn't pay for reviews? And she admitted she paid for the one review. So that wasn't like a big thing. She wasn't, like guilty or anything. So yeah. Anyways, this is starting to sound like a Kelsey Dion Shadowdark love fest. So yeah, that's where things stand. And we're going to go through my rankings of who I think is going to be the number one contender. Should it come out? Well, 70% of me is still Daggerheart. If they actually do anything with Daggerheart next year, that's going to be the number one contender. But since Daggerheart is still a long shot, because we don't know what the fuck they're doing with it, if anything, my number one contender is probably Tales for the Valiant, since it's the only one we've actually seen. And then, of course, my dark horse, my Chad Gable, my people's champion is Level Up 5e Advanced D&D from Ian Publishing. It has been out there the longest. It has been consistently working in the mid cards, showing how well it can be done. I have not heard anything negative about it other than, it's 5e. And they didn't do anything during the January Manic Panic. They didn't add to or take away from. They didn't, they just said, we're making shit. Oh, look, we made new shit. Buy our shit. Our shit is good. We're not getting involved in this war because, yeah, look, here it is. We're just making our product and we're focusing all our energy on our product, which, 100% agree. That was the way, They should have just focused on the product and focused on the people instead of getting involved. And they did. So, yeah, they're my Chad Gable. They're my dark horse. They're my people's champion. There's the one I think could win unless, somebody, Daggerheart. The only, brain work. Daggerheart is the big mystery in all this. And we discussed Daggerhearts on Thursdays now, so there's no reason to discuss it today unless Critical Role has made a new announcement since yesterday, which they haven't. Till then, I am your guide to all the tabletop role-playing game news, weather, and general internet nonsense. The White Knight, the scrub DM, the idiot, uneducated, inexperienced clown that is the OGGM. If you appreciate this nonsense, give me a subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, just give me a hello, like crap phone head dear. Now you know you appreciate the stuff that I'm doing. I don't know why the live streams, you don't get the notifications, probably because I don't plan them ahead of time. Yeah, you only get the notifications if I schedule a live stream, crap phone. If I just do one like this, then it's just, basically me just broadcasting live onto, and you won't really get the notifications, I don't think. Why do I do it this way? Because it's one of the few ways I can show you other channels and scan through information the way I do. So I don't know if SteamYarding live streams is the best, but it's the one I know. And I'm too old and tired to learn a new one. So if you know a better one than SteamYard, let me know. But yeah, right now it's SteamYard. And I got to figure out a way to get rid of this black thing around my face. Talk to you later, nerds. See ya.